Gaming's turn
Lamar
to ban.
solo?
Dire team ban.
You can say that about any hero he plays, though.
Yeah,
he's so
really
greedy as a
does.
four.
Dire team pick.
It's a tough pick now. Like that.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, just the worst hero in general would be like a Timber. The talent. The PA
You may
can't
now select your
blink it
heroes.
because I think the threshold is like 1300. Yeah, you go to 1250 with a talent, so you take so much damage.
Guys, take it away.
Thank you very much. Yes, indeedy, we have a series and a half on our hands. Two teams which have been playing on, I would say, a very similar level. Do you echo the opinions of our panel, or you think it's something else here?
Well, I want to code them. I feel that they have some pretty good points. I think that the last pick of Blood Seeker was also very solid, but you know, it's a PA on the side of VICI Gaming. XM playing that Ember Spirit. I believe they can take this one.
I mean, it's a great opportunity once you have that Rupture to rupture that PA, and there's not much you can do about that, but what about the actual lane? Does Bloodseeker get away with that? Because he can be a little bit greedier when it comes to the laning phase.
Oh, what's the lane gonna be like? Is it Spirit Breaker plus Bloodseeker, or will it be Weaver plus...
Let's find out.
Yeah, that's what I'm really interested in.
ZZQ on the Weaver, so that implies it'll be pos 5. And then plan it on the Spirit Breaker, but
I don't feel that Spirit Breaker plus Bloodseeker is like one of those lanes that should be worried way too much about. I feel that Spirit Breaker has much better combinations to play with, but yeah, the lane itself should be alright for the PA. Later on in the game, like, how do you play PA? You wait for the BKB Battle Fury, right? And then you fight after.
Sure.
That's usually the case.
Yeah.
And here you're playing versus two heroes that do not care about your BKB. You're going to have Spirit Breaker, and you're going to have that Rupture to work with. So, looking at it that way, EHOME have definitely got what it takes. But VICI Gaming's team fight also looks like it has a lot of potential. Mars, Snapfire, IO later on as well with relocates. All seems strong.
seems good. I mean, is there any potential we see like an S and Y on this assassin mixing it up from the BKB, or is it still required versus the 7E Lina?
It's possible, I suppose, but I feel like he'll still go the standard route. Erika just gonna go that Battle Fury BKB. Right? It's what everyone is doing right now. It's solid on her. As long as you get that timing, start joining fights, afterwards Dazo comes much quicker than if you went for any different of a build. So.
Yeah, of course. Alright, we'll see how it goes. So, starting off in this mid lane, we of course have the Ember Spirit versus the Lina. Very bored of saying it. Do you want to say it?
No, you can say it.
Alrighty, Lina's going to do well in the first few waves, and the Ember will catch up, and they'll both just farm the jungle a ton. There you go. That's how mid lane goes.
You're learning quickly. Yeah, that's.
It's been a long patch. It's not been quick at all.
Well, not the quickest.
I'm not
Is
the
that
quickest.
word? Quickliest?
I'm slow mad.
Slow mad, yeah. Not the fastest learner, but you get there eventually.
I get there in the end.
That's
yeah,
what
I'm
matters.
definitely the tortoise and not the hare. The hare loses, so.
Does a hare really lose, or is that just some?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes
story?
down to it, right, like the hare has still proved by an order of magnitude that it is much faster than the tortoise.
There was a challenge between a hare and a tortoise recently. I believe someone recorded it, and the tortoise actually won. So.
Okay. Did the hare go in the right direction?
It just got distracted. It was hopping around.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it happens, right? You think you can take them, you relax a little bit.
What were they using to lure the? Because if you maybe a piece of lettuce is not that appetizing for a hare, but a piece of carrot Now that's hot money. They're going to be running for that bad boy.
You know, I had stray hair go into my yard. And,
It's your where, sorry?
into my yard, like into my backyard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And it actually lived there for like 3-4 months. And it liked cookies, like it was eating cookies. Like,
I don't think that's a good diet for it.
probably not, but that's what she, whatever liked.
Okay.
And then one day just looked
Don't
at
like
me.
to judge.
Yeah, then one day after a lot of good memories, a lot of good times, just looked back at me and said bye, like Shauma says bye here as he feeds the first blood.
Oh, what a segue.
Observers were too distracted by my rabbit story, yeah.
They were enthralled, as we all were, as we all were. That's a dead IO, but it's a pretty bad first blood actually. German taking it on the eye, gonna feel very, very good.
When you're an IO, you don't really like playing versus minus armor, and in that lane will bring it eventually with the swarm, right? That easy for you to deal with that, so you can feed if you're not careful.
You think the swarm's getting nerfed?
Yeah, I believe so. But we'll see. Like, the way Almighty Ice Frog nerfs is usually by taking one strength away or something like that.
And it works.
Strange are the ways, yeah, of the frog.
Who are we mortals but to judge?
Yeah, exactly.
I always imagine Ice Frog as the Hypno Toad, you know, for bottom lane. Planet's gonna drop here to the hands of the Snapfire.
Yeah, some minus armor here as well going on, right? Like you have the Snapfire, the little Shredder, then the PA just finds it very easily to jump on top of that target and dish out the damage necessary. Oh, actually, keeping top.
Hello, Planet. Moving around the world right now, they're looking to make the play onto Irving here. I mean, that IO's still healing him up, but it's early days, so not doing a whole lot. Spear comes back, throws back the Spirit Breaker, and that will be enough to stop this gank, quote unquote.
At the same time, I'm wondering if the Bloodseeker will now have a good time on the bottom lane, as he's been left alone. Zeal, like your Spirit Breaker TP top, what can you do? He has a ton of armor. This is one insanely tanky hero.
Has been killed.
Whoa, that was nice. I didn't know you could do that.
Really well played.
That seems silly. Can't charge Ember Spirit, okay then.
Yeah, he has Sleight of Fist, right? Goes on top of him. Well played by XM. Like you can really see that Bloodseeker, from dominating the lane or doing well in it, suddenly falls like 15 to 27 CS, almost doubled by the PA. That's this rotation that happened towards top lane. Not really something that's very often seen, and perhaps that's why they did it.
Trying to catch him off guard, perhaps, as ZZQ just start unloading onto Jama once again, but Jama might be able to get away. Oh, can he get the right clicks off whilst he's still got the bug upon him? No, he does not. They do not have the Germinate available, I believe, at the time there, so couldn't secure the kill.
Keeping him low is also nice, as you have Bloodseeker on the other side of the map benefiting from that thirst. That's also something that they're getting here.
Always good to be constantly brawling when you have a Bloodseeker on your team. Just constantly baiting them into fights is exactly what you want to be doing. And ZZQ is certainly fulfilling that criteria.
Planet rotating mid as Lina is being Dolan, but it's not fast enough from the Spirit Breaker. Again, he misses with the charge. XM, and he gets a free solo kill on the Lina.
That's pretty insane. That's not something we see very often, the solo kills in the middle lane, and Planet once more, you know, I'm not sure what he's doing this game. This is a caster's curse, you know, they're saying on the panel, Planet's so good, you know, Planet's amazing, he's the best player in the world, I want to be his boyfriend, and, you know, they said all these things, and now look what's happening. Zeal down at bottom, he's in some trouble, could be on through, the Blood Right's going to hold them back, and the Bloodseeker will be okay. There's that armor you were talking about coming into play.
Yep. Sometimes you just want to be everywhere and do a little bit too much, perhaps, for your own good. I have definitely been in the same position, playing position 4, and I've seen a lot of players get in the same conundrum. You just, instead of just staying in the lane, helping out your offlaner, you're kind of rotating all over the place and not really accomplishing much. Plus, you lose all the experience that you would have gotten.
Yep, but spreading yourself too thin, as it's called.
Yeah. But maybe that's the plan, right? Spread the Spirit Breaker very thin. As he's a thick boy, he can manage. Meanwhile, the Bloodseeker gets all the experience.
Might be the idea as they roll on into the bottom lane here. Once again, looking for the Snapfire. Not going to find the kill. Victoria will survive and now turns around with that little shredder and just tells Planet to go away.
It's like an angry grandma as they do her. She turns little shredder.
Get off my lawn!
Get out my lawn. Get the hell out of here.
Damn kids.
Okay, RK6. But if there is no one else here, like Snapfire, they don't have kill potential at all. And he needs to be careful once that 6 hits on Bloodseeker. It's actually him who will be assaulted and harassed out of the lane.
Yeah, it's going to get very brutal once you have 6 on Bloodseeker. Their kill potential's very high. Top lane, they're moving on to Shiro here. Now Shiro, he does have the 6, but he's... he can put the point in reincarnation if he needs to, so he's fine.
Yep. He saved it up, also has that armlet. We'll see if he decides to stay on top lane or decides to bail, perhaps go bottom or the jungle. He has, I believe, Skellies ready. Doesn't want to use them right now.
No, doesn't want to feed them to the Ember Spirit, just have them die immediately. There is little farming buddies, can't let them die.
There they are.
Yep, as we called. Coming out straight away.
Yeah, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. It's kind of sad when you lose them this way, right? You get a couple of kills, but they could have gotten so much out of the map. But if you look at the way Ember is playing, he's still around. He's farming this part of the jungle. So if you're Wraith King, your only play is to TP bottom, and that's what he's gonna do. Makes sense.
Bye. Meanwhile, EHOME getting more than settled, trying to skew this lane for the Wraith King, taking this tier 1 tower, and of course make this side of the map very, very safe for the carry player. And Shiro will be grateful about that for sure.
Now you can push in the bottom lane. There's a lot of wards, the dire wards that is. Push in the bottom lane, then go through the small camp, hard camp into the triangle, rinse and repeat until you have all the farm that you need to take decent engagements. You can also rotate towards middle as the carry. That's why it's such a natural rotation to make, and always feels good.
Always.
Well, not always, it's a strong word in Dota, but most of the time, in this patch at least.
But VICI do respond by taking the top tower of their own, so that's going to kind of even the score a little bit again, open up the map for themselves. Now it kind of comes down to this middle tower. Who's going to take whose mid tower first?
Yeah.
That is weird to find out.
Yeah. You can see that both teams are mirroring each other with the playstyle. This is pretty much Dota 101 in this patch, what you should be doing. I still feel that EHOME perhaps have a slight advantage, considering the Wraith King, right? Yeah. With the armlet, he's already strong enough to join a couple of fights. Doesn't really want to be joining, but he can. Meanwhile, PA, it's not her place. Like, she just needs to be surrounded by ancients. That's it.
You're playing my games then.
Don't you play party Q? I saw you. You play with Fog, with Sheets, Toven.
Sometimes.
You have higher ranks there, like.
I'm Mr. Worldwide, you know. I'm wherever I'm needed.
I see.
Take some high stacks, take some low stacks, you know, it's whatever. XM trying to put some pressure now into the middle lane. Planet, I mean, he's watching. There's not really a whole lot he can do, but if someone comes and joins him, maybe they can put some pressure. But I am just wondering, what do they really have to stop this Ember Spirit doing whatever the hell he wants this game?
That's a fair point. Not a lot, and not a lot right now, at least. Usually when your heroes can't do something, you're trying to itemize in a way that's gonna allow you to, right? And that's partly what Bloodseeker is doing. Irving.
Yeah, the guy for the charge, he's just gonna throw down the arena to hold off ZZQ, and now the Icon. Wow, this is Saving Private Ryan here. Well,
yeah, but they are coming in. Maybe revenge.
Oh, let's see. The Rupture's actually out onto XM here, so XM's going to be a little bit limiting to Silence to follow as well as they get the spear out. The Io's back once more. Symphony coming in from the high ground. They want to finish off XM, but XM jumping across the map, not affected by the Rupture, which has now run out onto him. He's going to be okay, and it is actually Planet on the Spirit Breaker who's the only casualty of this fight.
Yep, the revenge was there, and they do get the Spirit Breaker. they punish him for his insolence of trying to go on the Mars.
Yep.
And you could definitely see the fact that they don't have enough catch for the Ember. So we will need to wait maybe a minute more, maybe a few minutes until Bloodseeker at least has that Atos. Once you get that Atos, you can set up the silence on XM.
Nice try by XM there, but didn't get the lucky chains. But with this DD, they want to put some pressure onto the middle tower. A lot of heroes coming in for VICI. EHOME, they must respond. And Shira's going to turn up and stand vigilant against the forces of VICI to hold this tower.
You have a couple of heroes on the side of EHOME that can do that. Spirit Breaker multiple times now has been the main defender of their objectives. But Lina can spam out waves, we will do the same. Okay, they want to go into that triangle, obviously. There isn't really any bigger objective down bottom.
Yeah, we'll see who they can find, but I'm not sure they're going to find out. Yeah, as EZQ's going to come in, drop the smoke. And they'll know this high ground's getting warded right now, for sure, for sure. They pinged it out already. VICI once again, you know, they're just going for this objective. Eyes on the prize. They want to get this middle tier 1 tower.
It's much easier to take the tower once you have this vision around the high ground.
I see. Trying to ward it now. ZZQ.
Did you get it?
Oh, no, he didn't. I mean, that's kind of down to the stacking, right? They've stacked the wards on top of each other, making it very hard to click the one you want.
Yeah, it just makes me so mad when I miss the observer and hit that sentry. It's just like, just let me farm it.
I want my gold.
I want my gold. I invested in this sentry, and now I can't devoid. Like, come on, man. Yeah, it looks like EHOME is also just happy farming away, chilling, waiting for these couple of items that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, they're super chilling. They're having a good time, and they're actually going. So they're trying to address the Ember Spirit problem with an Atos and the Bloodseeker, which I imagine will get turned into a Gleipnir eventually as well.
It's a pretty solid item on Bloodseeker overall. It's not bad by any stretch, and when you take this Bloodseeker on the offlane, you're obviously going to lack control. You obviously will lack some initiation and stuns. Atos helps a bit with that. It's not amazing. No. They need the Spirit Breaker to be making most of the early game moves. And he has done quite a bit early on, but with arguable success.
Yep. It's he's been trying. We can definitely say that. Succeeding, perhaps not so much, but they seem contented to play a slower game, and now I think they're going to see the Lina big pick off here if they can get it, and I think they can. They've got the arena, they've got the Snapfire Kisses coming through as well, and that's going to be 7E in the grave. The 4th kill for the side of VICI, gaming the 5th kill of this game. Very slow one at the moment.
Yeah, they relocated with the PA as well. They'll probably go back top lane to continue farming. They see the Spirit Breaker, they can jump in, but killing him... Oh!
Wait, what?
Okay. Yeah, he's fine, right?
No interrupt there.
Yeah. Just DP's out.
A little scary, but all as planned, I see. And now this is the Battle Fury finished off by Erica. Pretty damn good timing when you consider the fact it's got Power Treads, Orb of Corrosion, and Wraith Band as well.
I feel like, looking at this game, you'd think that EHOME should have taken a bit more of an aggressive stance, right? Perhaps,
I would have thought so, yeah.
Perhaps done a bit more. But when you realize that they don't truly have good catching capabilities, it's their excuse, right? Like the only other way is to just put Wraith King up forward and die with the charge. But more often than not, that will just get countered and punished. So perhaps this kind of a playstyle is better for them at the moment. I'm just worried once this PA becomes big.
He's getting Battle Fury, which is pleasant, but he's getting the XP, which is pleasant.
So a little bit there.
A little baby amount of XP for him. Take it. VICI, once again, looking to secure their jungle, and they'll do exactly that. Spirit Breaker charges away, EHOME. Again, just avoiding the engagements. And now we see on the net worth chart, the PA is overtaking the Wraith King quite substantially here.
You can see all of EHOME's wards are in good place. They're giving them a lot of info, but EHOME just doesn't want to capitalize on that information. They're just waiting for what? A Desolator on the Raid King, the Atos on the Bloodseeker, and the BKB obviously on the Lina. These items will allow them to take fights, but as always, when you're playing versus this PA, waiting that one extra item can be a bit of an issue.
Yes, yes. You get one item and she gets two.
The only thing is, like, as panel did talk about, is they have Bloodseeker, they have Spirit Breaker. These heroes are anti-carries, and even if PA gets big, you can always break her BKB, you can rupture her, so it's not an easy lane for the PA, even if she does get all the farm of this world. So maybe that's what they're counting on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if they throw all their eggs onto the PA, you're then going to have an Ember Spirit running around doing what he wants, but, I mean...
He's going to do that regardless, right? Like,
yeah, they don't really have the tools.
Doesn't feel contested, really.
And here we go, Rina comes in, they're looking for the play onto the Spirit Breaker once again here, and those Monomus Kiss is going to finish the job once more. The cute combo from VICI Gaming pays off well. EHOME, once more, just not really retaliating.
Just feels good having Snapfire with Mars, right? This is this hero that pushes
Oh no!
Okay, I'm not so sure anymore about EHOME and the way this is way too passive, in my opinion. Like,
surely, right? Surely it's...
I can understand that you're waiting for a couple of items, but at the same time, you can still be making moves. If you aren't making any plays, this is going to continue happening, right? Like, you will be picked off constantly, as VICI Gaming is just free to do and maneuver across the map any way they want to.
Yeah, like, unless you're running, like, Medusa and then something else quite greedy in the mid lane as well, or, you know, some super greedy draft, you never want to not be making plays, and it kind of just feels like EHOME aren't comfortable playing this draft. They don't see the combinations they can make. I don't know, maybe it's because Planet's had such a rough early game, but there's no playmaking happening on this team right now, and that is very concerning.
Yeah, usually it comes down to the playmaker of your team. The mid lane. Planet is taking a ton of damage here. Should be able to get out.
Okay.
Or maybe not. Never
okay.
mind.
Alright, he's fine.
Just joking. But what's happening in the rush? They're trying to go for it.
Okay. EHOME showing a bit of panache. That's my word of the day. Panache.
Panache.
Yeah.
Very interesting word.
Thank you very much. And they are going to try and take down Roshan. Now, Victoria's got an idea something's happening here. He's like, well, oh gosh, oh no. Everything thrown at Victoria. Get out of here, Snapfire. And they're actually looking for Irving as well, or at least they're going to charge it. The spear comes out, and the Spirit Breaker once again does nada. But they get Roshan, and that is a headline. Jeez, that is a big hit story as the Red King just blew. Live with the armlet toggle there. Sneaky jump in the side from XN. They do have the onto XN here. LSA to follow as well. He wasn't ready for this. Do they now take him down the chain? Combos, it is enough. XM narrowly falling there. Very well chained by EHOME. This team, they've woken up.
Structures are fortified.
They were just waiting for Roshan alarm. Into that pit, took down Aegis. VICI Gaming was oblivious to it. Victoria, and he tried to go in and scout it out, but sadly all that happened is that he fed together with the Ember Spirit afterwards. Nicely done, really, by EHOME. We were doubting their passiveness a little bit here, but
it's the grand strategy bait, right? You know, you just don't play the game, you don't make plays.
Just lull them, into a false sense of security, right? It's like pretending you're disconnected.
Yeah, exactly. Leaving the sound out in front of you and just like taking your hand to the keyboard.
Wait for them to approach and then BAM!
Bam! Got 4 heroes in the trees.
Okay, now you have that BKB on the Lina together with the Aegis. This game feels so much better instantly.
For sure, yeah. It's not in EHOME's favor still. Like, I'd say it's pretty 50-50. Aegis on one side, BKB on the PA. She's going to feel very scary. But yeah, I think the Ember Spirits, I don't know, what's he going for? I saw him going for a Linken's last.
He's had Maelstrom straight into Linken's afterwards. Understandable, you're playing versus Spirit Breaker, so definitely getting a couple of those Linken Spheres, Yule Scepters on the side of VICI Gaming will come in handy. Doesn't feel great when you're forced
Radiant
to
are
build an
scanning.
item because of the support though.
True, especially when that means he can pop it globally as well, basically allowing the Bloodseeker to always get off that Atos if he wants. But it does give that early warning system as well, so swings and roundabouts. And slides.
That's really all that Ember needs. He just needs that 1 second to reset, not to be constantly stunned. Oh, they have the grenade.
Yep, the Faye grenade, popping the Lincolns there.
How lovely.
Indeed. Nice Lincolns, bro. Glad you spent the money on it.
And here I am, I just farmed this small camp and I got this item for no reason whatsoever.
Totally cool. Oh, here we go. They're jumping on the snapfire, but the Arenas come out at the same time. Now Weaver's getting very, very low. He's gone, and they'll take down the Aegis as well. But Irving does pay the price. Now Planet sliding on forwards here, looking for the IO, starting that fight as 2 fights break out simultaneously. They'll kill off the snapfire. Jama looking in a whole world of trouble as in comes Shiro with the big crypt, taking it down and getting himself a triple kill. And the PA's just the hidden creeps. She's just farming.
She's just not ready, you know? Wait up, guys. Just wait for me. I'll be there eventually.
I know I've got my Battle Fury and my BKB, but I also kind of want a Desolator and maybe a Skadi as well.
Oh, he's actually going straight into Aghanims.
Oh, that's unexpected. What does Aghanims do? Which I clearly know, but I'm just asking. Oh wait, it's a refresh thing.
Yeah, you're gonna get the Dispel as well, right, on Blur, which is pretty nice. But overall, I've seen a lot of SCA players, well, a couple of them go for the Aghanims early on, but after the BKB, Battle Fury and Dazzle,
RTW does it quite a lot in pubs as well, and I think in a couple of officials as well. So
we have seen it here as well, right? In the Chinese region, the Aghanims was picked up, but yeah, it's on VICI Gaming now to strike back a little bit. Aegis has been taken away from Delina at least, so if they can find a way to approach this fight and get on top of her before the BKB is popped, they can definitely win.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
very even game again. I will emphasize that point. Whilst the past couple of fights have gone in EHOME's favor, you know, this PA is yet to join, and then she is just farming. But that said, the Wraith King, he's keeping up very, very well, and he can be just as scary of a carry.
Oh, for sure. You can also go for the MKB eventually, right?
Yep.
They've got the Silver Edge on Delina coming in very soon, so they're getting all these small items to deal with the PA, also to deal with the Ember with something like an Atos. So proper itemization fixes all your problems in a draft.
Yeah.
Well, not always, but
a lot of them.
Yeah.
And of course, that armlet as well gives Wraith King the armor he needs as well. Being a strength hero, you really want that armor, but the armlet will give you what you need in the early game, and then AC later on.
Charge top lane.
There's also Alina going on to an Ember, but
Radiant's bottom tower is under
looks
attack.
like neither of them worked out.
Yeah, the charge wasn't necessarily there to catch anyone, just to prevent the push from happening a little bit, perhaps scare them. It's one of those bluff charges. Is he crazy, or there are actually heroes behind him?
Yeah.
You always ask yourself when a Spirit Breaker charges you. Can't really tell.
It's a fun thing to experiment with, you know, in your game. Where you just like, if you're running from like two heroes, you just turn around and start running back at them.
Oh, that's 100% like one of those things that isn't explored enough.
Agreed.
Especially in pubs, like the amount of times that I started TPing somewhere without any mana, without any HP, and saw like the enemy teams just fleeing away.
Yeah.
Just too many times. You just try it out. If it works, it works.
If it doesn't, you look really stupid.
Yeah, the problem is if you do it very often, they start reading into it. So you have to actually start TPing with mana and everything that you need. You need to go next level.
Shiro, nice forehead. It's good, he's got good hair. Looks well conditioned.
Yeah.
Good job, bro. Ask him his hair care routine if we ever get to speak to him. Meanwhile, Victoria, he's in a bit of trouble here. Chances of surviving are none. And down he goes. And oh, this is a much bigger kill. XM gets caught out on the sidelines as well. That Ato is going to work once again to bring down the Ember Spirit. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. We've lost two heroes at top. EHOME continuing to find the momentum.
And they're getting all these items that are necessary to get close and personal to the Ember Spirit. The blink on the Wraith King, the Shadow Blade on the Lina, right? Follow up on that Athos is
Radiant's
always
top
there.
tower is under attack.
It feels much easier to deal with him.
A golden thread.
What do you think about the Aghanim on the Bloodseeker? It feels good?
I feel so good. This is such a nice axe. The 2 charges, the low cooldown. I mean, you can just throw them out all over the place.
Erika just constantly creep skipping. They're pinging it out. They had a general idea where he was, but they just don't pursue the PA any longer.
Radiant are scanning.
Silver Edge has been completed on the Lina now as well, so an additional thing to go against that PA.
I must have them all.
Yeah, another reason I like this Aghanim as well is because you're playing against the IO. This is a hero which cannot afford to stand still, but generally you don't want to rupture that hero because you want to save your rupture for the core. Now it means you can just throw it on Xiaoma. Xiaoma all of a sudden his game's going to be much harder.
Yep, it's definitely a good point. You can use it on IO, on Ember, on PA. It's a lot of really decent targets.
No longer limited by who you have to rupture, which is really nice. Yeah, VICI have been on the back foot for a little while now, and they might even be further as EHOME. They're setting up for something in the middle lane. 70's going to open up. He lands the LSA out. They'll pop the link into them. The damage to bring him down. Xiaoma, he's going for the TP away. He is just about going to pull it off, but now they're going to look for the turnaround. But CCQ just gets out of there with the time lapse. Shiro's going to go down for the first time. He'll be coming back, but the Lina, she's in some trouble. BKB and Invis away. Erika taking a lot of damage on the front lines. This PA is not strong. She's going to lose her life, and XM's got to back away as well. I think this fight is over for VICI Gaming right now as EHOME jump in to seal the deal. And that is going to be 2 heroes down the side of VICI Gaming. Big win once again for EHOME, but a close one for sure.
Yeah, really nicely played from both of the teams in that fight. Arena was there, IO was there to save the Ember at the beginning. It was all on point from both sides. And then PA jumps in, which wasn't that bad. It looked like maybe she could have picked off the Lina if Dota gods blessed her with better crits, but she didn't.
She's no Somnus.
Yeah, and then you pop that BKB instantly. You just get destroyed by the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah,
that's the problem, right? He popped the BKB. He went in thinking, okay, this is my time. I'm the PA with the BKB 17k net worth. I can do this. You just Spirit Breaker just ultis you, and Silver Edge on that Lina did the rest.
Put on your favorite hype-up music, you know, like you're about to go out for a sick workout session.
Yeah, and then you pull a muscle at the beginning.
Very relatable.
You went there. I wasn't about to. What's your favorite hype music for the gym?
I like Censored by DMCA by Censored by DMCA. So it's a really good track. 5k net worth advantage on the side of EHOME now. But VICI Gaming, they're looking for some revenge. Smoked up on the hunt. Joel hit. They found a very big target here. The Bloodseeker absolutely melts, and they'll look for more. Shiro's jumping in. Yeah, they want to take this fight. Stun out onto the Mars. Mars going to be losing his life here. Rizzy Xiaoma comes in, trying to save the day. Irving surviving for the time being, but they'll turn their attention over towards the Iowa. They're both going to fall. Irving and Xiaoma both going down, and Zeo looking for a target. He wants to rapture some falls, but it's going too far forward. In comes Five. He's got a BKB. Just pulling that one out his butt. Going for the TP out here. Doesn't want to be here any longer. They won't have the damage to bring him down, so the Spirit Breaker gets away. What is Mac at a BKB for him?
So it's 2 for 1, and they forced the buyback on the IO. On the other side, obviously, the Bloodseeker did buyback. And I don't think you can rush here that easily on the side of the EHOME. Even if Mars doesn't use his buyback, it's... Okay, let's see there. Shiro is trying.
If you jump Shiro here, you're just going to get ruptured. It's not a good position to be in.
I was just thinking maybe they'll...
that rush.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe try to poke and prod with Ember, but no. They fall back, and they just let it go. This Aegis and the Shard as well, right?
This is really bad.
For who? Not for everyone.
No, true. It was bad for VICI Gaming, Lizard. Yeah, I don't know, buybacking to get the Uriah back into the fight, like they're the ones who really wanted to take that. And then they realize they just can't anymore. They just give up Roshan. I mean, do you think that's the right call?
Well, they didn't have Mars. He didn't have buyback, so if you don't have Mars, if you don't have that buyback, you're running into the fight without your main playmaker, main team fighter. That's the Mars.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's smart to try and take that fight. It would be extremely risky, so better to wait for him and try and delay the game. Erika, is there an ulti? There is not.
They'll get him out of there.
Planet, actually, a slight mishap over there. He didn't manage to get his ulti off on the PAS. He was a bit too far away.
Off with the my bads. Goodbye, Joma. It's been an honor. Salute for the IO.
Definitely salute him. He had a couple of really nice saves in this game, and this is another one. He's pretty much always in position, playing the IO really well.
Yeah.
You can't really ask more, way more from an IO player.
Yeah, keep the Mars alive for a really long time in that last fight, honestly. But wasn't enough. They couldn't find the angle of entry. You don't want to fight up the high ground into enemy vision. That just doesn't work.
Yeah, into Alina as well. Just enjoys that so much.
Honestly, how much is left in the tank for VICI Gaming then? Because this game's just looking worse and worse every time I look over. Oh, hold the phone. Planet. Oh, nice BKB timing on Planet there. So fast with those reactions. Now they'll go towards XM. He's going to get ruptured up, but just bouncing himself away. Left, right, and center. Using the Remnant strategically not to take ruptured damage, but they found him in the trees. The home missiles come in. And the homing missile's name is Shiro, apparently.
Definitely feels like they're killing this Ember way too many times, considering he invested into a very defensive item of a Linken's early on, right? They're still finding the kills. This time around he uses Sleight of Fist, but Lina is there with the perfect LSA to start things off. Then afterwards they are just
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
continuously chasing him and using all of their stuns. The charge, the ulti of the Spirit Breaker, the stun of Shiro. More than enough, and it looks like PA is also getting these Linkens, so they're going all into the defensive mode, right? Even the Aghanims on PA is very defensive. BKB Linkens.
The thing is,
the Ember.
I don't know, I feel like when you're playing against Lina, if you're just stacking defensive items, she's just going to outscale and out-damage you anyway.
It's a very possible outcome, I agree.
Seen it happen a lot.
And it's not only her, right? Like, it's not only Lina. There's the Wraith King that's scaling in damage. Weaver has that Aghanims, so if you aren't blowing up a target real fast, chances are you aren't even killing it, as ZZQ will be there with the time lapse to help his bros out.
Slow decline at VICI Gaming, where it looked so good at the start. We were honestly believing this was going to be a straight cruise to an easy victory for VICI Gaming, but EHOME, they pull out that Roshan card and since then have not looked back.
Yeah, really, from that first rush, everything went well for EHOME.
Yeah, I genuinely don't think they've lost a fight since then. Hero looking for a target here. BKBs and Arena's going to come on down here, but not really finding the target as Planet comes charging on through onto Jabra, and then will eliminate that IO straight off the bat. Guess who's going to follow? It's the Mars. See you later, Irving. He's going to be throwing a bit. Oh my goodness, Erica's gone, but yeah, there you go. Stuns out, damage in. Erica's gone. 77 seconds, no PA. I mean, this is a barracks at the very, very least.
There are no tier 2s, keep that in mind. So this just might be a fourth buyback on the Mars. We'll see, they do have the glyph to keep things going a little while longer, but...
Golly gosh, it's VICI Gaming.
Just such a hard thing to do and to recover from the PA. Usually she wants to be jumping in, eliminating the target instantly, going for next one. This game, she jumps in, she can't even kill a single target, and then her BKB is gone. Even with the BKB it's difficult, without it it's pretty much impossible to fight.
Whoa, hold the phone here, XM comes flying in. I guess Snapfire has an axe.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. Usually heroes don't fall out of the sky without any reason. Well, they do, I guess, when they respawn every time. They kind of fall out.
Yeah, I guess they materialize from above. That's
Yeah.
somewhat unexpected, but ultimately didn't really do anything. Just takes the life of the Wraith King, which is going to get back in like 10 seconds now anyway, so whatevs.
Some big items coming from 4s, right? Or 5 at least. On one side with the snapbacks, on the other you have Spirit Breaker with the BKB, you have Weaver with the Aghanim Scepter. Just in 37 minutes, the supports on both sides have found a ton of farm.
And the Chad blink from the Wraith King as well. He's got the strength blink to bust out into the fights. So sick. I love this. It's such a kingly entrance to a fight, you know? Just blasting everything around you. Just being like, I have arrived.
It fits a king.
It really
I
does.
would say it's very fitting for a Wraith King player and for the Wraith King hero. So Satanic completed on 7E as well. Been a while. Zeal has that plate mail for some additional armor. Has what's it called, the headband to push people that are ruptured, damage them a little bit more.
Cheap.
Planet going for Aghanims next, which once it arrives, it just makes teamfights horrible for VICI Gaming.
Constant charging is just so annoying.
And he actually has it in 70 gold.
Wow. He's got so much money. They all do. Erica? Jama? Both being seen here by Planet. Do they want to go? It's a question. Of course they bloody do. They're going to just tear the idol apart, but they have jumped the backlines of course ZQ as well. A small target, Zeal. This would be a much bigger one, and they bring down Zeal as well, but the Rupture does come out. I think onto Erica there, so he's going to try and TP himself away. Not going to happen though. Planet charging on through. The damage is there. Erica and Irving eat the dirt. And that is going to be another huge fight for EHOME. They are just not missing right now.
Yeah, PA tried to BKB TP away. Not gonna happen when Planet is around. That Spirit Breaker just used the ulti, cancels it. It was a nice attempt of VICI Gaming to go in the backlines, but sadly for them, they cannot kill anyone but the Weaver. You need to kill the Weaver. If you don't kill him, he's going to save the target that you're going on. So they don't get the Weaver.
But in we go, XM flying on forwards here. The buybacks coming out from both PA and the Mars as well as our jump. Nice lockdown onto the two of them, but the damage just not coming in. And 70 with the Satanic, healing up right up again, and Irving cannot survive through this dieback from him. XM trying to do his best here, but his best is just not going to be enough. Shiro's godlike with the double kill. Jama to fall as well. That's going to be pretty much the game coming out here. GGs are out, and EHOME storm their way into the first game of this series convincingly. And, you know, as we said, it was just all G gaming from the start, and then that Roshan attempt comes out from EHOME, lulls them into a false insecurity, and then it was all EHOME from that point onwards. I mean, what a straight up game.
Yeah, their plan was executed to perfection on the side of EHOME. Once that Aegis was picked up on the Lina, it feels like VICI Gaming just don't have a play afterwards. They just were relentless, didn't let go of that lead for one single minute. Taking the Aegis, keep on fighting while you have the advantage, and then the moment